minutes as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Mitchell is out there with Derek White, and it's Porzingis in at center. And for Minnesota, they've got Dillingham. Edwards is out there with Walton. Then it's Wingate, and it's prime time, and it's the shooting guard position. We're at the point in the season now, Clark, where teams know what they've got. Talk more about that aspect.
Yeah, it's a good point. You've, at this point, figured out by now if you could potentially do something special as a team or if you need help to accomplish that goal. So some front offices look to go out and get that help.
Now, here's Brown. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Watch the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's prime time. For the 3. And it's White with the rebound. Tatum, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tatum hanging around the basket. Got the board and bucket.
Inside, and stolen by White. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. No good with the layup. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's prime time. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. White with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to prime time. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Edwards, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Celtics trail by 4. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Mitchell outside. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And that one is off.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's prime time. He's got 8. Porzingis with the steal. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's prime time. White covering. Here's prime time. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Brown with the bucket.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Here's prime time. Last game out, 36 points for him. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And that one drops for him.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Timberwolves trail. Fires the three, and another three for Minnesota. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Porzingis. Still yet to score. Brown, no good. Down low, stolen by Tatum. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Here's prime time. 13 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. It's good from long range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 5. And the call will be against primetime. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Brown outside. Mitchell with it. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after them.
And Minnesota has possession after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Shot clock at 5. It's Edwards on the wing. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Switch.
Mitchell outside.
Kick it out. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Minnesota leading by 5 on the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Walton is out there with Jaylen Brown. And there's Porzingis. And it's Mitchell. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Here's primetime to the middle. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooting.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Minnesota's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Murray. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Celtics trail by 8. Jones with the bounce pass. And Walton kicks to Jones. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Porzingis, that's a 2. Rebound by Murray.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's primetime. 13 points in the game.
Here we go. Let's do it. Who's watching him?
It's Edwards on the wing. And another three for Minnesota.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
To the inside, Walton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Walton's got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's primetime. Now Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Porzingis passes to Brown. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Walton. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
On the wing, Murray. Here's primetime. Covered by Mitchell. Here's primetime. 13 points in the game. Edwards with confidence.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Walton's checked in for Murray. Brown against Edwards. Brown, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against the Jazz was terrific. He dropped in 36 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. The stats he put up were amazing. I knew nobody could slow him down. He put to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Get there.
Mitchell right side. Here's Porzingis. The shot from the low post is good.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's primetime. White covering. The pass to primetime. Porzingis with the block. To the wing right side. Here's primetime. Edwards passes to primetime.
Hey, yo, right here, baby. Out.
Back to Edwards. The three. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Pass to Walton. Dillingham with it. White covering. Here's primetime. He's got 13. It's Edwards down the wing. Shoots over Brown. Here's Wingate. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Wingate's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. Here's Mitchell. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Primetime. That shot off. White with the defensive effort. Brown against Edwards. And White kicks to Mitchell. Back to White. Puts up a 3. Trains the three-pointer. White's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Here's Primetime. White covering. Here's Primetime.
Timberwolves foul. First personal foul.
Manuel quickly. He's checked in for Primetime. The Celtics also changing it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Timberwolves leading by 13. They've got Primetime. Walton is out there with Wingate. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Edwards in its small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Mitchell looking it over. Out to Porzingis. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Minnesota shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Primetime, the pass to Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
One shot.
Celtics trail by 18. Mitchell outside. Passes it to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
Some really aggressive play that time from Porzingis, refusing to back off of his shot and able to draw the foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And Wingate gets it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Mitchell. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Kicks it to Walton. Pass to Dillingham. 6 to shoot. Primetime, the pass to Edwards. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 19. The 3 from Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
There's the 3. Fails to fall. Miss number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Primetime, White covering, and it's Primetime missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. The Celtics have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And he makes the first. And Mitchell drops them both. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Primetime, White covering. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown kicks to Mitchell. Oh, Tatum in position. Walton with the steal. Here's Primetime, White covering. Takes a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have...
Whoa! Tatum capping off the alley-oop.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Here's Primetime, White covering. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. They get the rebound and the pass to Primetime. 3-pointer. The 3-pointer is right on target. Primetime's got 5 points now this quarter. Celtics trail by 17. And here's White. He's got 5. And Walton sends it back. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Minnesota calls timeout. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. And you look at Edwards, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league. And, of course, Primetime, 1 spot ahead of him. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
5 on the clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Wingate, another shot, and he lays it up and in. Wingate's got 7 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Porzingis against Wingate. Outside, Porzingis. It's deflected. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Wingate. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And here's a look at numbers for Primetime. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging 36, 17 assists, and he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense. knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Set up.
Primetime, the pass to Wingate. Here's Primetime, covered by Mitchell. Here's Primetime. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 18. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard. Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Keefe is checked in for the Timberwolves. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Celtics. Smith comes in for Derek White. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Passes to Primetime. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Timberwolves passing it around. The offensive rebound. No good from Wingate. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's an 18-point game.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Primetime. He's got 22. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Primetime's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Mitchell outside. Edwards against Tatum. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Come get it.
It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with his 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Smith. Keefe grabs the miss. Minnesota calls timeout.
For Minnesota. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves youth dance team.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Murray. Minnesota leading by 17. On the court right now for the Celtics. Filling the perimeter slots, it'll be White and Tatum. Porzingis is out there with Filipowski. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Filipowski passes to Mitchell. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Primetime. 2 points. That one goes. Primetime's got 27.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
White the pass to Mitchell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. And that'll be his third foul so far. Timberwolves leading by 21. Outside Edwards. Pass to Primetime. Hits it from three-point range. Primetime's got 17 points here in the second half.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Inside, here's Primetime. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. That's now 32 points for Primetime. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Right side, Edwards. And there it is for him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's the pass to Primetime. It's Edwards on the wing. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One guy has been getting it done is Primetime.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. Dillingham comes in for Drew Holiday. And Primetime subbed in for Quickly. And a new group in for the Celtics. Filipowski, he's checked in for Porzingis. Brown comes in for Cody Martin. Derek White's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And O'Neal subbed in for Davion Mitchell.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Tatum. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Here's Primetime, and he uses the glass on the layup. Primetime's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Lets it fly. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Primetime. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And Walton sends it back. They get it back. There's Brown with the three. Rebound by Wingate.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Primetime. Hands it from downtown. Primetime's got 40 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The three from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Prime time. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's prime time, defended by Jones. And it's Murray with the jam.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Now Jones driving the lane, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's prime time, defended by Jones. Prime time's shot is good. Prime time's got 44.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the two